99 problems all gone in that one joint. No?
Dude, yeah. Yes, man.
Welcome back to the podcast, guys.
What's up? Merry Kwanzaa, whatever the fuck.
Oh,
Happy 2024. Because with the back catalog of who's been editing this, I got a feeling this is coming out in the new year. Happy 2024.
No, this shit is coming
Not
out
me.
on Christmas
Not me.
Day. This is the first time. I mean, we've had episodes go out on Christmas.
It's been like a day before,
but
like
it was
day
like
after.
or day before, day after, or like we put it on Christmas, but like it wasn't like on the normal Monday. This is the first time I think Christmas has landed on a Monday where we normally upload. So
Absolutely.
Isn't that
I just
crazy?
want to bring up that I almost lapped Luke in editing last week, and it made me really happy.
You almost did. You almost did.
kinda
Luke is
funny.
the only person to be lapped almost twice. He's been lapped once.
I have
but
been lapped once. Yeah. We don't talk about that. But
We don't talk anymore.
But don't worry. Everyone gets their content. You all get the podcast episodes, the bonus ones for the Patreon. You get everything. So, anyway, Christmas. What the fuck are you guys doing?
Merry Kanishmas, everyone.
That's so real.
Kanishmas.
I don't get the reference.
Chowder.
I didn't watch Chowder.
I only watch Disney Channel.
I didn't.
because your
I
dad's
only
on the
watched
show.
adult things.
What
My
was the
parents
alright,
put
just
on-
because
my
your
parents
dad is
put
on the show doesn't
Crazy
mean you're not allowed to watch any
if
other
you
channel.
think
Sat
you're
there
so
and cried.
if you think you're so cool with your fucking dog with a blog Disney ass dad and family, here, what was the dog with a blog Christmas special? They probably had one, right?
I don't fucking remember. You think I fucking remember that shit?
Well, you should. You're such a big fan.
I'll look
It's
up.
the one where I don't know. God.
Dude is falling
Fuck.
apart. You're falling apart.
We're
You had
falling.
one job. You had one job today.
What's the what? To bring the dog with a blog lore?
No, to talk about fucking Christmas. The first Christmas.
I'm
Stan
talking about
steals
Christmas. I just don't
Christmas.
know this one thing.
Season
God.
3, episode 6, Stan steals Christmas.
Yeah, man, he
Stan
probably did some
steals
fuck
Christmas?
shit. That
He
dickhead.
steals Christmas.
Fucking Stan.
God, I can't stand
What was his fucking problem? Did you? I really hope
He
that
fucking
dog.
talked.
It's the same thing that happened with Chucky. Like a deranged murderer got his soul put inside of an inanimate object. I'm guessing that's kind of the same thing. Whereas like, you
I
know,
don't think that was it.
I mean, I haven't seen it in a while. Like, I'm sure that's like close enough. In an effort to teach the James Jennings kids the true meaning behind Christmas, Stan hides all the holiday presents from the family, ultimately teaching them a greater lesson about giving back to others. That's
Dude.
cute. That's kind of a cute
Aw,
idea.
Shit, man. That's just the Grinch, isn't it?
That is,
Yeah.
but he's doing it for good. He's not doing it for evil like the Grinch was. And then the Grinch learned that people just love the holiday spirit. They don't need gifts to be happy, and that's what made his heart grow 3 times as big. And then he decided to give everyone their gifts back because he's.
You remind me of the
ultimately
Grinch in that
a
you're
good guy.
ugly and stupid.
Me? I remind you of the Grinch.
Yeah, because you're ugly and stupid.
You know what you remind me of?
What, man?
Fucking.
You remind me of
jackass.
Ron from Adam Ruins Everything.
Dude,
You remind
I forgot my
me
dad
of
was on that show.
You remind me of Dr. Bernard from hit show Killing It.
Killing it.
You remind me of Officer Stevenson from the show Mixed-ish. You remind me of
I know. I remember
Tex
Mixed-ish.
What the fuck? Tex O Shenanessy? What the fuck? From the hit TV series The Kids Are All Right. That's who you remind me of, Jackson.
That was crazy.
Even kinda look
Welcome
like him,
back,
too.
guys.
I've heard of this. Mixed-ish. Remember that? Remember their Christmas special, Jackson? Bet you don't.
Man,
I bet
remember
you-
when we were talking about Christmas a minute ago? Happy holidays,
Yeah.
everyone.
What? Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever the fuck, Happy New Year. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing for the holidays? We ask this every
Me?
year.
I'm just looking
What are
up
you doing?
Jackson's
I
dad's
feel like we talked about this last episode.
IMDb.
Yeah, Jake's just stalking my father.
You're just looking at your
Well, I
dad's
feel like we talked about this
IMDb.
last episode because
We did,
Yeah,
but-
I'm going.
but-
Yeah, I'm
You're
going to Dallas for New
Yeah,
Year's.
they're going to Dallas. That's fun. I have no New Year's plans right now. In fact, I may have said this last episode. I don't think I'd never really do anything special for New Year's. I may try to do something this year, but I say that every year. I normally just spend it with my family.
Yeah, probably same.
Yeah.
Just
That checks.
a lot of running around and such. You know,
Yeah.
you know the
It's
fucking
been a quiet
Jacob,
Christmas
you
year.
know the
It's
fucking
actually
vibe.
pouring. It's been pouring rain here for the last 2 days. I'm back home right now, but back in near my college is flood warnings. So hoping that my primary residence is not getting shit on right now by fucking wind. But who
Dude,
knows?
Hopefully your
No one's
school
there.
goes under,
scary.
bro. You get the receipt. I mean, not the
Yeah,
receipt.
man.
What's it called? I guess it is the
Cash the
receipt.
check.
What is it called? What's the word? Not receipt. The thing you get when you graduate. What is it called?
Diploma.
The piece of paper. Diploma. There it is. Yeah. Receipt. Technically, it is a receipt.
Their
It's
college
the most
receipt.
expensive receipt. Yeah,
Just
the
give you a
most
really
expensive
long with a
receipt.
bunch of coupons in the back.
Mine is still in its
It's
in
like,
its
oh shit,
box that I
free
got shipped in.
2-topping medium pizza from Domino's. Let's go. It's on the back
Dude,
of
I
your diploma.
wish. That would make it all worth it, man.
It really
I haven't
would.
checked. Mine's still in the box. I don't.
Did
wanna
you guys?
open it.
Did you guys
I think
ever
it's
get
funny.
like? Did you guys ever do like accelerated reader like growing up in elementary school, like AR?
Oh, AR points, like when you had
Yeah.
to read books
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
do tests on them.
Did your
dude,
school?
that shit sucked.
Yeah, it did suck. Did your school ever
It
give
just
you like
sucked.
for if you got a certain amount of AR points though within like a certain like 9 weeks
Yeah.
or something, they would give you like Fazoli's gift cards. At least for me, it was Fazoli's.
I used to. It was some kind of gift card or like prize, but I remember it was like pizza with the principal or some shit.
Yeah.
Because like I in elementary school I was like a huge reading nerd, and so I usually got a lot of points for my AR points, and then we had to
Fucking
keep
nerd.
doing it in middle school, and I just plummeted, dude. I was that fool who was like at the end of the semester sitting in front of the computer with like a children's book, like skimming through it. To try
I
to get
did the
extra,
same
like,
shit.
1 or
I
2
did the
points.
same shit, dude. Dude, it was actually crazy. So in the 8th grade, one of my friends, shout out Peter. Shout
You
out to my
thought that you
friend
were
Peter.
gay?
Yeah, I did.
Shut the
And
gun.
then I learned the truth.
Yeah, there you go, Jackson. We out here.
And that's okay.
And I can't change, even if I try, even if I wanted to. Guys, why was that album kind of all right? It was okay.
Wouldn't know.
Yo, keep talking, man.
Anyway, so in the 8th grade, my friend Peter, he read a lot
Jake
for
is
fun.
downing that vitamin water, dude. He just gargled that shit down. Sorry to interrupt.
Sorry,
my boy.
you said Peter, and I thought of the guy from the Family Guy, and I'm like, yo.
Oh,
Fortnite.
now that's funny.
I'm like, now just picture this Luke story. It's just Peter from Family Guy.
Yeah, it's Peter from Family
It'll
Guy.
make his rambling so much funnier.
But he's a big reader, and no one else in our friend group was. So what he would do is for the last week that AR points were due, we would all corner up on this one computer that was in the back of the science lab that we had like our science class in, and we would all sit back there, and our teacher would show a movie, and our teacher would just look the other direction. She knew we were doing it, but Peter would just sit back there and take multiple AR tests for the entire friend group that was in that class, all in one class, and we'd all get AR points. And I would
Dude,
pay him,
clutch.
and I would pay him back with like, I don't know, I'd get him lunch or something.
Dude, hell yeah.
It was a pretty good system.
You know, it just occurred to me, we skimmed over this, but, you know, Jake seems to be all high and mighty about editing, and yet I see no shorts lately.
Well, all right. What do you mean lately, buddy? What do you mean lately, buddy? This will
lately,
be
I
my.
just haven't seen...
This will be my official. What's the word? Comeback. So Luke was the shorts editor. I looked at it from. This was early season 3, and then Luke stopped doing shorts. So about January to, I don't know. Let's be generous and say August, right?
Yeah.
4. He made 4
4 shorts.
in 6 months. I think I'm doing better than that.
I'm
I'm
think
just
I'm
saying,
doing
I'm
pretty-
just saying, because I was told there was
how
going to
many
be
shorts
shorts
have
for
you
every
made?
episode, and now it's...
How many shorts have I made? I don't
It's
even
been a
know.
good bunch.
Definitely,
I just know-
definitely more than
I
4.
just know they've slowed down.
You have made more than 4.
You know what? I feel attacked. We're checking this shit out.
No, hey.
Because
All I'm
I
gonna
would
say,
just say that I... Okay, go ahead, Luke. Go ahead.
all I was gonna say is you have spent more time calculating how many shorts I made within a 6-month period instead of just making shorts.
You've done too much math, Jake.
Instead of just doing your job.
No, all I'm going to say is I was looking forward to having my gumball story in a short, and then it just never happened.
That would have blown up too. That would have done really well.
Yo,
No,
by the way-
because every
by
time
the
I
way-
try to do a fucking short, I'm like, oh, this one's gonna kill it. It's just a Death Grips one just fucking goes viral. I don't know why. I can never understand.
I saw a TikTok clip of Nicholas Cantu on that stand-up comedy show Kill Tony. You know what I'm talking about? Think of someone talking about when I say Kill Tony?
I do. I know who Kill Tony is. I'm counting right now. I'm doing math.
Okay, well
Sorry.
they have this show where it's like people go on and they do a minute of stand up, and then if they're good, they get like signed deals and stuff. But Nicholas Cantu went on and fucking bombed, dude, for a minute, for a full 60-second set. No laughs. It made no sense. And it made my day just this much better. Just this much better.
All right, I started editing shorts officially.
I was gonna make an Excel.
I started
spreadsheet on
officially
this shit.
in July. All right, that actually sounds way less impressive now that I said it out loud. I've made 17 since July.
And that is better than me. I will not.
Nothing to shake a stick at, but
However,
in my defense, this experiment is failing miserably, and it's hard to keep. It's hard to keep.
It's so much harder than you think it's
shorts,
gonna be. And then
editing
you do
shorts
it,
is
like,
the most
fuck, this sucks.
demoralizing thing ever. It is all risk, no reward.
Yeah.
Risk, no reward. That's a funny way of putting it. Dude, I was in my fucking bedroom when we started doing shorts. Jesus Christ.
Damn, that's how far you came.
Whoa,
Gas leak year.
my God.
Legitimately, honest to God, gas leak year.
Nah, for real it was though. It was the gas leak. The gas leak year. We got awards coming up too, guys.
We have awards coming up. We have not done shit for the
Done a
awards.
single thing.
Dude,
This is the least amount of planning we have done for a year. And so, hey, it's all gonna be done by the time awards would normally come out. It will. On my fucking dead body, it will. However, we're gonna be running thin for a while, guys. So just be prepared.
We don't have that much planning. We actually do have a lot of planning. It's a lie. We need
to come up with the award categories, the nominees. We need to send out the voting sheet for everyone. We need to fucking get musical acts if we're still gonna do that shit.
Yeah.
We need to do a funny thing.
We'll communicate. We'll figure out a plan here later.
We will discuss this post pod after Jackson leaves. We can plan a meeting time for this, and everything will be done. Don't worry. With that being said, Christmas time is here, guys. Holidays. All right.
Jake, what are you watching? We can all hear what you're
watching.
Dracula
Dracula Flow.
Watching Dracula Flow.
Bro, we can all hear what you're fucking watching.
Jake, you can't just watch YouTube videos during
You
the
have
podcast.
to clock in, dude.
We have to record a podcast.
Just played it for Tiffany yesterday.
Okay.
And it went like for 6 minutes, and she's like, "Jake, stop."
Dude.
But I'm like, I am him Kardashian. Anyway, I was thinking about before like the Santa thing. I was like, I was gonna dress up as Dracula Flow, but like,
It's too much work.
And
You
plus,
have
if
to, like,
Jackson's
Sharpie
not
your
dressing
head.
up, yeah, it'd be
I
funnier
am not
if, like,
home.
Then you should have been Dracula Flow, bro.
Bro.
All right, I'll play it on mute in the background with closed captions. How's that? There we go.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right.
you can do that.
So it is Christmas Day as of recording this.
Not as of recording. As of this
You
dropping.
know what I meant. As of this releasing, it
Yeah,
is
it's being
Christmas
released.
Day. So what the fuck is any good music dropping today? Like what the hell? Like is Playboy Cardi dropping? Like
Did he put out a single? I heard some shit about that.
he allegedly. I
He
mean,
allegedly
Whole Lot of
put
Red
out- how did
came
he
out on
allegedly Put out a
Christmas.
single?
I don't
A
know,
lot
bro.
of Red
I'm
did
fucking.
come out on Christmas.
No,
Whole
but
Lot of Red
didn't
came
some,
out on
didn't
Christmas.
some Cardi shit just come out? Does no one hear about this? Am I crazy?
I'll go. But I don't know if it's like
I'm
official.
gonna be
or
so
whatever.
real. I'm gonna be so real. I have seen the snippets. I've seen like him release the song via like Instagram video or whatever. I don't really give a shit.
Dude, I think the Whole Lot of Red aged like fucking ass.
Really.
I really don't think
Dude,
that. I was not
funny
a
you
fan of
say
that album
that.
when it came
I'm
out,
actually-
and I'm still not a fan of that album now.
Dude, funny you say that. I've actually been listening to more of. No, I haven't. I've been listening to self-titled or not self-titled. What's the one with him in the black and white
Die
jumping
Lit,
in the...
dude. That's his best.
Die Lit. I've been listening to
Lit.
the first track on the first and second track on that album a lot. I'm like, yo, this shit fucking actually rocks.
Dude, that
I'm trying to
opener is
find
crazy.
albums dropping on Christmas and I can't find any because all
Playboy
of them,
Cardi
Now is my
Unleashed.
time.
Playboy Cardi unleashed another new one with Hood Buyer.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I don't think
Hood Buyer.
I don't think anything is coming out except for fucking Cher. Christmas.
Shane?
Yes.
Cher, the famous singer.
Share the person.
Yeah, sorry, Opium. Not exactly the biggest fan of
Brandy.
Cardi. He's just kind of
Christmas
funny.
with Brandy.
You know,
Oh,
we were
thank
talking
God.
about this the other week of why every pop star who's like, I'm doing something different is always like, now I'm the devil. It was the same shit with Cardi, and it's just as corny. He just did it like
Cardi.
Yeah,
He did it at the right
same
time.
Corny ass
He did it
shit.
at the right time for people to enjoy it.
Over under on Vultures coming out. Over under. What are we thinking?
What do you mean over under?
Over under.
On if
Do you
it'll
think
ever
it's
come
gonna
out.
come out or is it not gonna come out?
It's gonna come out, but it's gonna come out late.
I don't
is it
think
gonna
it'll
come
ever
out? Is it gonna come out on December 31st? Over under.
I don't think so. So would I say under?
So, I thought when you put those things, because usually on Apple Music you can like announce or whatever the fuck, but there was like I could probably find it. It's like a preview thing where it's like you could see the songs and the album is done.
No, I know what you
and I'm
mean,
like,
yeah.
oh, I'm like, it's actually gonna come out. But then I didn't know that you could take those down. So like, look here, for example, you could see the album is there, but like the songs are blacked out except for fucking the one song. I'm like, oh, that means the songs are done and it's literally gonna come out. But then he took it down. I did not know that they were not completed. Never coming out. Now that I know that, literally never happening. Literally never happening.
I could not
fucking
give
happening.
less of a shit if it comes out or not. I mean, all right, I said this before, but I'm gonna say it again. Kanye West has fallen off so hard with this fucking Nazi shit. The only fucking person that will make a collab album with him is fucking Ty Dolla $ign. Who gives a fuck about that guy? First off. Second off, all these Kanye fans are hyping themselves up as if this album is gonna be fucking awesome when the song that they released was just ass. So like,
It was so
hyped.
bad, dude.
You're getting
It was
hyped
so
for
fucking
nothing.
bad.
You were getting hyped for literally a bad album to come out. There's nothing to be hyped for right now. He is using Nazi propaganda to promote the album, and the music on top of that just sucks. It's just bad. It is just bad music. So
No, it was really tough. I don't know why Freddie Gibbs even hopped on that verse. It was just not it. The whole thing was not it, man. Bad times. Jesus, bro. You thirsty, pal? There it is.
this guy burped.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. Yeah. This has been a goofy year for
This
me.
has been
and
a
music.
goofy
I didn't
year
listen to
for-
nearly as much as I should have.
Hey, you guys have been making fun of me. Me right here. I have not listened to fucking shit, man.
Yeah, you're way more behind than I am.
I know.
Yeah, you're worse.
I
You're
am
worse,
worse. It is worse for me.
I'm taking my foot off the gas because I've been going so gosh darn hard.
See, I'm gonna start going hard this next year. So.
Good, we could switch because I think my Wrapped was like I listened to like 750 albums this year.
Damn, man.
I thought
The only
that's no Babic numbers, but for me that's pretty high. That's pretty high.
Hey, shout out Babbitt.
I
hope you're
fucking
doing well.
here's the. I listen to a lot. I listen to like I mean, I always have I keep track of like albums from this year that I listen to, like my 2023 albums. And I listened to 35 albums that came out this year, like 35 2023 releases as of recording this. I want to listen to more before the year's over. But I listened to like no older shit, dude. Besides like I got a little bit into LCD Sound System for a bit.
I remember that.
And,
That was
and
like a
some
good
noise music
3-week
stuff.
period.
And some noise music stuff, but like I've been behind as shit on like everything, man. It's not.
I had like a big Alex G phase. I had a big George Clanton phase. I'm currently listening to honestly, you know what I finally used for the first time ever the other day? My Spotify Discover Weekly. I never used that
There's
shit.
always heaters on Discover Weekly.
I never use that shit just because I'm not a big playlist guy, but I finally used it for the first time. Almost every song was good. Almost every song was good. Actually, this is fun. This is a fun idea for you and your friends to do if you want to do it. My friend Keaton taught me this. He has a playlist called Discovered Weekly where he just adds his Discover Weekly into the playlist. But what I do to make it more fun for me is I listen to my whole Discover Weekly for that week, and then I only add the songs that I like and originally found from the Discover Weekly playlist, and I add it to Discovered Weekly. So if it's a song that I've never heard of before and it's on that playlist and I like it, I'll add it. If I don't like it, I don't add it. And if I've seen it from another place or something, I won't add it. So that's the rules.
Yeah, that checks.
Yeah. A little fun thing to do if you want an extra playlist.
If you guys have friends, then you could do this.
Yeah.
If you
Or
don't,
you just
shit out
you
of
know,
luck,
you just
bro.
do
Do
it
it by
Just
yourself,
make a
yeah.
playlist called Discovered
Yeah.
Weekly.
yeah, but you can't share it with people you love.
You can share it with me, Jake.
Okay.
Hey, everyone,
No, I can't, 'cause
everyone
I have
listening
Apple
right
Music.
now, if you want to share a playlist,
I literally can't.
Boo.
Literally.
Fuck you! If you guys want to share a playlist with me that I'll definitely not listen to, you can send it to my Instagram or Twitter.
Just a plug. You just plug your. You just as a plug.
It's my impression of Joba on the
just
final
saying.
track of Brockhampton's Iridescence.
He did do
So
that.
with the noise he makes.
He did do that.
Man.
Man.
Yo, you guys see Kevin Abstract's been posting a bunch about being like, man, I miss Brockhampton, and it's like, that you were in that. That was just you.
Just shut
edited
up.
that.
Just shut up. That was your fault. I'm just
You were
kidding,
part
I
of
don't know.
the you. I don't know. It's just weird for me for him to be like, man, 2018 Brockhampton, man. It's like, dude, you got to move on. Like, dude, you
Bro,
gotta
it
move
is
on.
almost. It is
Like,
almost.
I'm sorry that Blanket
2024.
sucked, but you've got to fucking move past this.
It is 6 years later.
Thinking of that picture.
That's like if
Yoko
I was
Ono.
like, man, I miss that JPEG Mafia veteran review vibes. Luke on Demand, 2020.
Man, I miss when
Hashtag
Luke
you
on
had to
Demand
be
made
there.
videos, bro. Shit. Yeah, I had to be
Y'all
there,
remember
bro.
that shit?
Miss when Luke on Demand made videos.
No, real.
Man.
Shit.
What were you saying about that
Jackson's
picture of Yoko
working
Ono?
on a video. I don't even know. Jackson's working on a new video from what I hear, right?
Yeah, it's been taking a while to. I accidentally. This is my first time doing like a reaction video. It's kind of just I needed something to put out in between projects, and so I found some fun shit to commentate on. But I didn't. In retrospect, it would have been way easier if I had screen recorded my screen as I reacted to it, because I didn't.
Are you pausing?
And so now and my ass like pauses constantly, and so I'm like
you're
having
so
to
cute,
edit
Jackson.
edit like the core video in, and I'm like, dude, stop pausing, or I'll pause
you're so
and then
cute,
and then
Jackson.
hit the back arrow, so I rewind 10 seconds, and I have to resync the audio. It's like a pain in the ass.
Jesus.
Yeah, I made it way
You
harder for
were-
myself than I needed to.
Yeah, well, Jackson loves to make things harder than they gotta be.
Yeah.
Penis
I,
just
The way
I,
the cookie crumbles.
that
Yeah,
that is
like
true.
Dick.
Like Dick. I'm actually in the midst of finishing up a script. Video will be out in January. Luke and Demand will be back in January, you guys. But I see that look, Jake. I saw that look.
Over under.
But the reason I'm bringing it up is I have a weird suspicion that I think my parents bought me a nice camera for Christmas, so I won't have to record on my phone anymore. If that's the case, I may hold off and film, but it will still be out in January.
They get you a car and you're pissed. You're like, what the fuck? Dude?
Yo,
I
Mom,
wanted a
what the
fucking Sony
Bro,
AC7,
Bro,
bro.
what the fuck is this fucking shit, man?
Mercedes. I can't fucking.
I thought you had
color
access
grade
to a
with
nice
this
camera
thing.
because of your class.
Yeah, but I only get it through the class. Like I can only rent it. I have to rent it out every single time I have to use it. Like I don't just keep it,
Damn.
which is unfortunate. But what do you got?
Damn.
Money rent or just like sign out?
Like sign out. I don't have to pay for it.
Oh, okay. All right. I
well,
was gonna say,
you
rent.
just
if
sign
I,
out then?
if I wasn't. Well, here's the issue: is that you can only rent it out for like 3 days at a time, and then if you don't return it, then they're gonna like hound you with emails, and then you may potentially have to start paying for it. So
Just rent that shit out. You can film a video in 3 days.
no, I know. I'm just saying.
Luke couldn't trust himself to steal it. He'd steal it.
No,
He'd get
I'm
it,
just
be like,
I'm just saying.
shit, dude. I
I
don't
don't want
have to give
I
this
don't want to
back.
deal with the annoying process of having to walk all the way over to my campus, pick up a camera for 3 days, then make sure all that shit is there. Which, by the way, the people who work at the equipment office forget shit all the time. So maybe they will forget like a tripod head or something like that, like annoying shit like that. And I just don't want to deal with that. I'd rather have my own
Look,
fucking camera.
Luke,
Well, no,
I
of
promise
course,
you
but
I
I
will
feel
stop
like
making fun
going
of
through
you.
the rental
I will stop making fun of
process
you
is
about this thing,
easier
but
than
like
just
it was
filming
so
an
funny.
iPhone.
You're like, man, I have to walk.
Yeah. What if they forgot something?
No, I'm just saying, like, that is annoying. Like, I don't want to deal with that. So just having my own thing. Plus, then I can use it for, like, the podcast. I can hook up my camera for the podcast and use it, like, recording. I can make I don't know. I could just use it in my free time. I don't know. Be nice.
That's the one thing it does suck.
You could make a short film with it.
Shit.
Yeah, I could.
Is that public, Jackson? What's the status on
we haven't talked about it.
our conversation limits?
But we can talk about it, man. You can talk about whatever you want. I think we're gonna end up releasing it anyways. I don't know if we're gonna do festival circuit, but stills are up anyways. It's done.
Well, let's pretend that we're recording an audience that doesn't know what we're talking about.
Well, I thought you were gonna intro it. That's
Well, I want to let you do it. It's your fucking movie.
No, you're right. For some reason I thought you had something in mind.
Well, it's not technically Jackson's. He technically just was the cinematographer on it, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
The DP.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I DP'd a fucking short film this last semester, a junior thesis at my school, and I got to screen it in a theater with a bunch of people. We had like a big end of the year screening for all the junior theses for this semester at least. And I got to show mine, and I was super proud of it. It's the first bigger, like, quote-unquote bigger scale thing that I've worked on. I had, like, a good budget. We had good camera stuff we got to rent from my school. I feel I did a pretty good job. But yeah, I sent a copy to these boys because it's not up on YouTube or anything yet, because if we put it on YouTube publicly, then you can't submit it to festivals. So we're waiting to hear back from some people on if we should or shouldn't yet.
Can we say the title? Can we say the title of the
Yeah,
film?
it's called I'm Really, Really, Really Good. I think
Banger
I'm pretty sure it might be out in December 31st.
What can you say?
Ooh.
What
Possibly.
can you say? Can you say any plot details or like?
Yeah, it's about a death certificate office clerk who, when he realizes that he's starting to falter at doing his day-to-day tasks, he hires a hitman on himself to kill him whenever his abilities falter, basically.
When he slips up.
Yeah, when he slips up, because he wants to go out on top.
It's real.
Yeah, shout out Jim Ortlieb, who is our main actor. Coolest
Jim,
motherfucker.
that was his name. I thought his name was
Coolest
John.
motherfucker ever. We all went to go. He had a one-man show. If you live in Boston, he's doing a one-man show called Stand Up If You're Here. If you're here tonight, and it was great. We all went to go see it. He's literally the only person in the play, and it's excellent. It's incredible. He was also
you went to Boston.
No, it was showing here, but they just moved it. They moved it to
gotcha.
Boston. It's traveling around.
Gotcha.
But yeah, he was in Magnolia also, which is very cool because we got to. He has a very small role, but he literally shows up in the movie and he does cocaine and then fucks the lead actress and then he has one line and he leaves.
Okay, my fucking boy.
So
All right,
that's
Jim.
what I'm saying. It was very cool to work with him. He was the nicest.
What's his name? I'm already on your dad's IMDb. Might as well check him out.
Jim Ortlieb.
Jim.
Ort.
Ortl. Yeah.
That was surprisingly quick. Wow.
No, he's.
Oh
great.
yeah, there he is. What
He
the
does
fuck?
he does a lot of theater. He quote. He there's a quote that he said that it was his favorite set to work on since Magnolia, which was very, very sweet of him.
Hey yo, he was on, like we said, Magnolia, American Horror Story. Look at this guy. How to
Chicago
Get Away with
Med.
Murder.
The Rookie.
No, yeah, he works.
Chicago
he works-
Justice.
How to Get Away with Murder.
Oh, he was in Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That's kind of a connection. Kind of sick.
Chicago
Shit.
Justice as Judge.
Judge.
Hell yeah. No, he's.
No, I have to
think
say
he's a lot more theater, but he's fantastic, and I know he's done great work. I was looking at his credits in the program that we got at the play, and he's worked with like a bunch of huge names. It was nuts, but yeah.
Yeah, I gotta say, I think Jim absolutely killed it. He was
he rocks.
quite good. He was quite good.
Some might say really, really, really good.
Oh, I get that.
All right, I have a question about the thing. I don't know if
Yeah.
I'm dumb or what, but like, why was the one guy acting like that?
Yeah, everyone asked that. It was a direction choice.
You wanted him crazy and kooky.
Yeah, the hitman's very like nuts with it.
But you say
and-
poop cock, everyone loses.
Yeah, it was a direction choice. Yeah, I don't want to say too much, but it was a direction choice. I
liked
Lucas
it a
is
lot.
a great actor though. Like that was very like out of character for like the kind of stuff he plays. But he's roommates with the director, and I think that if I had to guess, it was very much like this is really funny for all of us, but outside of this it might not land.
Gotcha.
That shit.
It was like an inside joke. He's like, "Yo, I'm gonna do this to make Benny Safdie laugh."
Yeah, I do.
It's
Love that.
favorite Van Neistat quote. He's like, someone asked me, it's like, hey, why'd you put that really specific thing in the video? I was like, oh, that was for Ben Safdie. I want to make him laugh. I'm like, it's so funny. But
That's awesome.
no, I liked it quite a bit actually. I think it was very, very good. I think it was really, really good.
Shit.
Not to be that guy, but I think my favorite part was honestly. It looked clean, Jackson. You did a good job.
Thank you.
The color grading was very, very pretty. I have to say, I was a big fan of how it looked visually.
Thank you. Yeah,
and on top of the performances and all that stuff, Jim, man, he fucking
Dude,
shout out
Jim
to fucking
kills it.
Jim, bro.
He's
Jim
so
killed
awesome.
it, man.
I really hope I get to work with him again because he was awesome.
That was kind of like that was like a nice perfect storm because like everyone was kind of like on their shit, even though the one guy was a little goofy. Like it wasn't like it was bad. It was just like
Yeah,
like, huh, that's
That
an
was his
interesting choice.
character.
It was it was very good. Like I walked away, I was like, look at our fucking boy making this stuff. I know you didn't make it, but like you made how it looked.
I had a
You
pretty
made how it
heavy. I did have a
presented.
pretty heavy hand in making it though too, because me and the producer and the director worked pretty closely together.
Other
with, like,
Jackson?
Yeah, other Jackson.
Jackson.
And and the producer Cambria. We worked pretty hard together to like develop the script together. But yeah, it was a great time. It was I'm pretty. It's very rare that I come away from a project and I'm like, man, I was proud of that. But I do feel like I was proud of how this came out.
It's good.
Also, small detail. The end credits being the certificate was a nice touch. It was a very
Good
nice
call,
touch.
right?
I liked
Yeah,
that
I know.
quite a bit.
Whose
Yeah.
decision was that? Whose decision was that?
The director.
It's good.
Nice.
It's a good call. Other Jackson, the more talented
Yeah,
Jackson.
other
Well,
Jackson.
we like
if
to call
if
him.
this
We got him.
if this short never gets released, then everyone in the podcast that listens to it will be confused as fuck. But if it's
It'll
out,
definitely
then
get put out. At least
check it
at
out.
least
Then add it to the pile. Add it to the pile of unreleased Jackson Burns short films.
Yeah, seriously though, like it's. I mean, it's only one other one.
Yeah, only one other one.
It
Hey?
didn't come out, man. I'm sorry, it didn't come out great.
It's fine. It's okay. You know, that's life. Shit happens. But don't worry, good podcast gang. You're gonna see us in a Jackson Burns short film. We got to get in there, man.
We
I
will.
want to be in a fucking Jackson Burns short film.
One of
bro.
these days. I've already got another one. I'm actually working on right now. The actor, the hitman in that film wrote and directed and is acting in a short film that I'm shooting next
Ooh.
semester. So keep an eye out for that
Hey-o.
as well.
Squeeze us in there, bro. Squeeze us in there for Code Red High Voltage, or I guess. Well, yeah.
We'll
it
make
was to be called
time.
High Voltage. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what else would we call it?
I don't know. Just because 2023 seemed very the high voltage year, we might have to switch it up.
what do you mean?
So what? Is there another one?
Yeah, there's so many Mountain Dew.
What was
flavors.
what was high voltage about 2023?
I don't know, it was
In
about
fact,
the
it was
energy.
the opposite.
It was the energy, man. I can't describe it. We'd have to go back in the archives, maybe think about it.
Arguably, season
Gang-
3 was the worst season, so it
Gas
wouldn't be high voltage.
leak year, buddy. Gas
Dude,
leak.
it
year.
is,
This is the
bro.
gas
Don't worry,
leak
big
year.
things coming in 2024. Season 4 color scheme is done, gang. It's done.
I'm stoked. It looks great.
And we're
And
not
let me-
changing the season at episode 151. It's just new year, new season. That's
Yeah,
what we're doing.
2020.
Wipe the slate
2024.
clean.
Yes.
So when this episode is released, it's the new color scheme.
No. No, it's weird. We start after the award show. That's how it always works. After the award
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that way, here, I'll leave a little hint for all you curious cats out there. The color is on the screen right now.
Whoa.
Now, see, the entire color spectrum is on screen, so they don't know anything. Got 'em.
You fucker.
RGB.
You fell right into my trap.
Are you using the Audio Technica to record, Jackson?
My what? Yeah, I'm using my.
you-
Yeah, it's just because it's here. It's also
got
just
it, too.
it's just better quality, man. It's just better quality.
It is pretty good quality, but I choose to use this because
I know, but my Blue Yeti is just broken and busted, and you can't move it anywhere, and it gets fucked up. It's just like, I need a new mic.
Oh my
Look at that
god.
boy.
What the fuck?
My phone was connected to a speaker. Oh my god, that scared the fuck out of me. And I accidentally opened up a Snapchat story.
I like to think your roommate was like hiding in your room.
No, same.
That's
You
why
know,
that's
those
why it
stuff.
scared me. That's why it scared me because for a split second I forgot that my roommates were gone, so I just thought a random fucker was in my apartment. I was like, oh my god,
Hey, yo.
I'm gonna get fucked.
Dude, I want to get fucked in my own apartment.
Yippee!
That sounds so
Yippee!
sick.
I'm about to get
I need
strangled
my
down
own
to my
place,
bed.
dude. I need it, man. Fuck.
Hey guys, speaking of money, your boy started sports betting.
Hey, yo, finally.
200% of gambling addicts quit before they hit it big.
It's true.
You're
It's
goddamn
true.
right.
Hey, but guess what? Guess what? I am being smart about this, and I'll explain why. So, Repairman Man, aka roommate, aka Spencer, he started sports betting with his girlfriend. And
Repairman Man is such a bad influence on
me.
me.
He said, hey, if you use my referral link and you deposit $5, it makes it sound like he's like a influencer or something. But he's like, if you deposit $5 and then place a $5 bet on anything, you will get $150 for free from DraftKings for a bonus bet. And I did it, and it was 100% true. You get all that money not given to you. You have to bet it. But here's the key. You find games with even odds and you bet for both teams. So pretty much you will get at least $70 back. Like most of the time. And
Nah, bro, parlay that shit. All or nothing, baby.
All right.
All or fucking nothing.
So here's what I did.
It's so funny. Sorry, go ahead, Luke.
Here's what I did is I did that, and then I got $74. And so what I did was I said, if I get below 50, I'm leaving it. This is all this money that I have not had before. So I placed a few more bets. I bet $24 on 3 separate games. And if I win more, I'm gonna keep raising that goalpost. Then it's gonna be, if I get below 70, I'm gonna deposit all of it. Never gonna bet on this app ever again, right? Keep raising the goalpost of when you're gonna leave, and then you will automatically make money. But here's the thing: I was asking Spencer about it. I was like, "Dude, that's such a terrible like business call. Like they're totally losing money." And he's like, "No, people get addicted." And I was like, "Oh yeah, you're right."
It's the XQC steak sponsorship idea.
Yeah, by the way, if
Like,
you're a
oh,
minor
we'll
watching this,
give 'em a
you
referral
should
code.
bet all your money.
Sport bet,
We
bro.
fully
you were
endorse gambling,
Parlay.
specifically on
everything.
randomized crates online for CSGO.
I agree.
Bet the under. Always. Always bet the under because you're gonna fucking win. What does the house know, bro?
But you
What
would
the fuck does the
lose
house know?
money over time.
But the house. Anyway,
Me
my
and
friend
me
is
and
my friend's an avid sports gambler. I'll let you talk, Jackson, real quick. My friend is an avid sports gambler, and he is. I'm not gonna say his name, but like the way he talks is so hilarious. Like him, like straight coping, like
like he's an addict, like an addict.
Yeah.
he's not an addict because he told me he's like, yeah, I only like max I spend is $20, but the way he talks about it is so.
Well,
funny.
how
Like,
often?
oh,
is
you
he spending
parlaying?
$20? How often?
Oh, like constantly.
So he's an
Like,
addict. So
yeah,
he's
probably.
addicted.
He tells me all the time. He's like, no, dude, like, it's like I'm down 20, but like, hear me out. Like, if we parlay this shit, I'll have fucking $80, bro.
Dude.
That's like 4 times.
Dude, that is what every single bettor in the world will say. Like anytime they don't think a bet's gonna work, they're like, okay, but what if I parlay this shit?
Dude, I'm gonna go. Like, I know my kid needs a heart transplant.
But what
I
if
know.
I
But
parlay
if we
this?
go to the casino, then he could have 2 fucking hearts.
Okay.
Double up.
So I am new to this whole sports betting thing. I'm just a motherfucker who got lucky and knew
Oh,
if I
fuck.
Howie.
Sorry, there was a loud noise outside. Scared the fuck out of me.
same thing.
Continue. Yeah, right?
The same.
Now
fucking
Jackson
thing
needs to get
is happening.
scared.
Jackson, you tell your story first because I don't want to talk over you.
Yeah.
No, I was just gonna say, me and my roommates do this bit where it's like, yo, we should all just go to Vegas and fuck it, spend our next year of semester money put it all on red,
Yup.
put it all on red 37. All on red 37, and if we win, we calculated how much it would be, like, if we pool all our money, and it was like 7 trillion or some shit like that. And it was
Hey,
like,
yo.
yeah,
No,
but
no,
if
no.
we put it all,
Dude,
all
bet
red,
it all
bro.
on green. Bet it all on green.
Shit.
Because you know what? The odds of that, 70 trillion dollars, bro. One space on green. Bet that shit, dude. You could buy
ding,
15
ding.
hearts.
What are you saying?
Literally.
Right now.
Yo, mama.
All right, but I will say this: I've heard the term parlay, and I looked up parlay yesterday because I've heard so many people say that, and I didn't know what the fuck it meant. And I still, after reading the definition, do not know.
All right. I
how
will
you-
dumb
how
down
do-
the definition
How
of
do you
parlay.
parlay?
Parlay is essentially, let's say there are 4 games. There's 4 basketball games tonight,
Right.
And each consecutively, and you bet Team A wins, Team B wins, Team B, and then Team A. you need to win in that order. If anyone breaks the chain, your parlay is gone. That's why parlays pay so much. So it's like essentially you have to get 4 games perfectly right.
Okay, well,
Or like however
It's
many.
like bets that stack on top of each other, where it's like you can do
Yes.
ones
Okay.
inside of games too, where it's like, okay, I bet that the Giants are gonna win this
Draymond
game,
Green is
but
going to beat the
also-
fuck out of someone.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what's
I bet
going
that
So-and-so
Draymond
is gonna
Green's gonna
score
kill
at
a
least
guy on-
this many points.
He's going to fucking suplex him, Iron Claw, fucking
Under
Kevin Von Erich
500?
style.
What?
Do you guys ever gonna see clips of that guy's sketch on Twitch who does like plays Madden, and he gets like super into it, and he's like he'll
Isn't
like
the guy that's, like,
he
full
like
green
live
screen?
does the call outs, and he's like blue 42, we're going to 42.
Oh,
Oh, dude, it's so.
I thought you were talking about the guy who has like a green screen room in his house, so he's like standing on the field with his controller. There's this funny
That's
clip
so
where he
funny.
like someone like fumbles or some shit, and he takes it, and just whips it at the camera, but he's still his entire room is a green screen, so he just like still on the field. It's so funny. Like it is such a funny video.
So I've not been doing parlays. I've just been betting on separate games and then just
Smart money's
slowly
parlays, buddy.
and slowly building.
He's getting his
the
feet
money.
wet. He's getting his
Yeah,
feet wet.
listen, if you were a real man, you'd fucking parlay, but okay.
Look, actually,
Right now, put all of it right now.
No, you guys are causing
Live
my
on the
addiction.
podcast. You
I
can do this
look,
right
I
now,
have,
man.
I have $50.
Uncle
That
Bert.
is four. That is all right. I have $50.
You're one bet away
and-
from making the career move.
Your life could change
I
with
have-
a couple buttons.
I have $50 that I did not have previously.
To my name.
I deposited $10 instead of $5 whenever I first started. Okay, because I just wanted to bet some extra money. So that is, I'm up 40. Okay, I'm up 40. I do not want to lose that shit. Okay, that's like a video game. That is a video game from
dude,
GameStop.
My life
dude,
is like a video game.
But dude,
Imagine how much if you would fucking parlay that for the next 10
You
games.
guys just got on me about not being addicted, and you're both like, okay, but what if you parlay that
to
shit?
the Super Bowl, bro. Dude, Vikings, Eagles, Super Bowl.
There will
Count it, baby.
2 Cheetos commercials.
I'm gonna do a parlay.
Coin toss will be heads.
This is a shoe-in, dude.
Okay,
You're
all right.
gambling them at this point.
All right. Well, here's a
can we
can we do
can we
good
all
enough
gamble in the Super Bowl and do like a good enough podcast live stream where we're like, go
for
We're just
fucking,
watching, we're like-
for fucking high voltage. For high voltage, whatever high voltage ends up becoming, like we have to do like the boys go to the casinos and we just it's like a 12-hour straight stream of us just sitting on a slot machine just
No, Jackson, it's that it's,
gambling
it's,
the
it's
same
that fucking
20
it's that
cents.
fucking scene. It's that fucking scene from The Curse where the guy's just going in circles playing the slot machines. You know what I'm talking
dude.
about?
Yeah, I watched up to episode 4 yesterday, so I'm very excited to talk about that on the
oh
bonus.
my god, I
which is
haven't
bonus.
watched any of it.
On the
Shit.
bonus.
Dude,
Okay, well, I
watch it
I
all.
am caught up to episode 4, so that works for me.
Okay, cool.
All right. No, but guys, we should start parlaying on good enough podcast stuff. Like, all right, parlay that one.
Guys, what will the color scheme be for
What-
2024?
No, you can't parlay on that. It has to be per episode. All right. So this is what I'm parlaying. This is what I'm parlaying for.
No,
next
it's the awards.
episode.
You parlay the awards, dude.
Oh,
Dude, what if we let people bet on the-
DraftKings.
what if we DraftKings good enough? DraftKings good
An
enough
illegal
awards
gambling ring full of
2023.
just our award
And then
show,
we just
pocket all
rig
the
that
money.
shit. That shit.
And we just rigged that shit so that we win.
Rig that shit.
All right.
Uncle
But
Burst,
if we-
I just got
if we-
$20.
If we
You
did
would do that.
individual
Spy
good enough
it,
podcast
invest it.
parlays,
Also gamble that shit.
Look, this is for all the fans who want to start an illegal good enough parlay betting ring. Okay, here's what you can bet on: who's going to be in the thumbnail, like whose face is going to be in the thumbnail. Will they talk about JPEG Mafia that episode? What time mark will Jake burp? Closest person wins the bet.
That one actually would be a
Damn.
good one.
What are some other ones we could do? Will Jackson get cut off? How many times will Jackson get cut off?
That's a shoe-in, bro.
Will the episode
but
come
how
out
many
on time?
times?
If Luke
How
said
many
it.
Yeah,
times?
will the episode come out on time?
Yeah, will it come out
Patreon
on
mentioned.
time? Yeah, Patreon mentioned how many times? It's like a bet.
Will
It's like you're
Jackson call
betting.
2023 album mid? Probably.
Probably.
Will they?
Speaking of which,
oh my god.
that was a transition. Can I transition now?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You good? Yeah, I don't know. This has been a. I didn't listen to much this week, but I did listen to one thing that I felt was well. Did anyone else listen to anything this week?
Let me look. I listened to.
I listen to so much, bro.
I listened to stuff I've heard before, but like stuff that I finally finalized ratings on. So that's cool. I re-listened to "I Didn't Mean to Haunt You" by Quadeca.
Ew. Ew.
Finalized thoughts on that. It's still a really good album, but I just don't think it's great.
Ew.
But it's a really good album, and it has very high highlights and songs I'm just not that crazy about, but it's all right, and I gave it a 7. And then I also rated local band Doom Gong's debut album Doom Gong. I gave it a 7 out of 10, so that was cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I only listened to one album this year. Sorry, that's this year.
This year. Might as well,
week.
buddy.
I checked out. I have a whole list. I had friend of the show Babbitt send me a list of stuff he thought was worth listening to from this year. So I've got. This is coming up. Coming up this week. My plan is to listen to "The Worm" by HMLTD.
You have yet? You haven't listened to that?
I haven't. No.
I've listened to it, but only once.
There's some highlights on there. There's definitely some highlights.
The singles compilation from Little Ugly Mane. No Highs by Tim Hecker. I didn't realize Material Girl dropped an album this year with Izumi Hazuki, End of Days. And then I've heard some good things about the Pink Panthers album, so I might check that out too. But this week I finally got to it, a band that we've all seen live. I finally got a chance to listen to The Wailer by Home Is Where.
W album cover
For sure. This was a good release. I don't know if I was as excited for this as I wanted to be, but this was still really decent. I thought it was pretty on par with, I think, their last album, which I was also a big fan of, I Became Birds. I think that I Became Birds might have a few more iconic moments on it, but I think this record was more consistent and a little bit longer, which I liked. Some highlights, I like the opener a lot, Skin Meadow. I also like that track 5 is called Every Day Feels Like 9/11, and track 6 is called 9/12, and I think that's really funny.
Hey, yo.
And 9/12 was a really good song, actually. And, yeah, that's all I gotta say.
What's the score? We gotta give us a number.
I give it a 7.
You can't.
7.
Okay, fair. Not a whole lot of music's been coming out, but not a plug for my Patreon, but this is the last I've been listening to shit for albums, where no more albums will be recommended. And boy, have people been giving me their magnum opuses. I have been listening so fucking long. 3 albums that have been over an hour and a half.
Damn.
You guys are killing me.
That's
but
I should have made
some
you
of
listen to
the
that free improvisational jazz record that I made.
You haven't made me listen to any of them, nerd.
Yeah, you should feel grateful. I've been giving you money for nothing.
I know. Yeah, exactly. Hey, that's your problem. Some standouts particularly are Ween's The Mollusk. I finally listened to Ocean Man album. Finally did.
Nice.
I got some interesting thoughts on that.
I don't fuck with Ween.
Dark Sky Paradise, Big Sean's album, which is really fucking funny that someone recommended me that.
Big Sean.
Jane Remover's new album. I listened to that, so I
That's
have thoughts on that. I think that's really the only new stuff. I listened to City of Eve's one long track, the 45-minute accompanied by a blazing solo. Listen to Lucky for the first time. I listened to Arca Kick 1. And yeah, it's pretty much the stuff I've been listening to lately. Just getting up to date on I've been listening to shits, and I'm actually low key kind of excited to not do albums anymore, because I find myself kind of slogging through them, and I wish I could give them more listens, but I can't physically go back to an album 3 or 4 times when I need to listen to fucking 17 others. So
yeah, this has been a way more movie heavy year for me. I've watched I think I just checked the other day, 170 movies this year. So
Holy fuck.
I've been busy
Jackson,
with that.
Are you going to see The Iron Claw tomorrow?
I actually had a chance to see it last night.
You saw it last night, fuckhead?
I had a chance to see it last night. I said,
okay.
I was supposed to go see it at a theater near me that was having a talk with the director afterwards, but oh my god, I didn't tell you the story, but my car broke down last week, so I had to go pick up my car from the mechanic, and I ended up having to miss the screening because of it. So that sucked. But I don't know how to feel about. I don't know if that's high on my list right now, though. I'll see it probably at some point, but I don't know if I'm rushing to see it just because it's not. I think the trailer was one of those trailers that the whole movie is in it, and so I'm like, oh man, that was so much of the movie.
All right, I don't want to spoil it, but I think a problem with it is because the Von Erich story is a true story. I know what it is.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious because the movie is like that's not even the movie. What's in the trailer? Like I know how the story ends. It's not the movie.
Really? Oh, okay, fair
Like
enough.
not even a little bit. Like I'm really excited to see it, not just because it's a wrestling movie, but like I'm hearing people like who don't
People
even
love
like
it.
wrestling. They're like
People
they're
love
like,
it.
oh, this shit is fake. People are like, this is like such an amazing movie.
I'm hyped to see it.
Wrestling fans are more critical of it because they take liberties with the story, which is fascinating. So I'm very excited. To see
I'm
this
hyped
movie.
to see it because I love Jeremy Allen White already. Like I think he's a great actor. But I'm hyped to see. I feel like this is the first time I've seen Zac Efron in like an actually like.
Legend has it. People are like, yo, give this man his Oscar immediately.
Really?
Like, I haven't even fucking seen the movie.
Zac
Like, I have
Efron?
not seen the movie.
It wouldn't.
Zac
it wouldn't.
Efron. They're
Just-
like,
just knowing the Oscars, it's not going to get nominated for anything. I don't think, unless it's a technical award, which sucks. But there's too many, dude. There's too many huge hitters. It's going to get drowned out. It's also too late in the
well, I'm
year.
excited to see the movie. I haven't been to a movie theater in fucking years. Like probably since we went to go see The Broom. No,
That's
that's a
sad.
joke. I've
Makes me
seen a
sad.
fucking movie
My,
theater since then. But
my-
I'm excited. I'm very excited to watch the Iron Claw. I think I'm gonna go tomorrow night with my buddy.
Nice. I've been a little disappointed because I wanted to really go see The Holdovers. I was really pumped to see that movie, and I saw your review. Jackson was mid on it, but I think for me that movie looks like everything I love about movies. So I wanted to go see it really bad. I wanted to go see it in theaters. I was planning to go with a friend, and we were gonna both go see it, and some other people if they could join. But I checked, and it's not showing anywhere in theaters anymore
It'll be on
around
streaming
here,
soon.
and I'm fucking pissed. It's gonna be on streaming soon, but I was gonna rent it to watch at home. $20 to rent that shit. $20. That's absurd.
Yeah, it'll be on streaming soon. Yeah, that movie is alright.
Why weren't you crazy about it? I mean, don't spoil anything, but
I think that Paul Giamatti was so good, and the boy was so okay that it made him. It just made him
really,
look not.
I've heard
yeah.
I've heard that he's great in it though.
He's got good moments. I think the dialogue can be really stiff sometimes. I don't think it talks like that. This is also really picky, but like, just shoot the fucking movie on film. I'm so sick of these motherfuckers shooting with digital cameras and adding it in post because you can't tell, but I can tell. I can tell every goddamn time. And I knew within 2 minutes watching the movie, I was like, this wasn't shot on film. This wasn't shot on film. Even though it wants you to think it was, and it wasn't, you dickhead. Your skin tones are off. Fuck you.
Clip it, guys.
Yeah, clip
Skin
that
tones
shit and
are
send
off.
it to Alexander Payne, who's also, I heard, a pretty shitty guy. But, like, I wasn't a big fan of the movie in general. I think it's been way better from this year. I won't talk about it too much because I'll talk about it on my other podcast, Parental Guidance Neglected. But I saw
I forgot you're still doing that.
I saw my favorite movie of the year last week, called The Zone of Interest, and I think everyone should see it. It was absolutely incredible.
Zone of interest.
Yeah. Yep. Movie of the year. 10
The
out of 10. One of my
Zone.
favorite films I've seen, probably.
Well,
The stalker is prohibited to enter the zone.
if we're gonna
That's a great movie also.
Stalker,
Yes.
I've seen Stalker.
Yes.
once.
All right. I knew the zone of interest because my friend showed me
Crazy
the trailer
movie.
for this. I'm like, okay, this actually looks super fucking sick.
I mean, yeah, it's incredibly. It's a hard watch. It's a Holocaust movie. It's a hard watch.
The zone.
And it's just, it was so well done. Jonathan Glazer is a genius. I recommend. Go check it out. It'll be out in theaters soon.
Yeah, go watch it. Don't care.
Jake promoted his Patreon. Jackson promoted his other podcast. So I want to promote one thing, guys. Jake said, I've been listening to this shit, is no longer going to do albums. But guess what? Luke's listening log is over on my Patreon.
Picking up the slack, baby.
Yeah. If you have the $5 tier to my Patreon, you unlock extra content, including Luke's listening log, which is literally just I've been listening to shit, but me.
Well, don't
So-
worry, guys, because I stole Jackson's "What's in My Bin," and
Yeah.
we're just stealing from each other. Now, Jackson, you got to steal
It's a
something
big-
from Luke.
It's a big clusterfuck. I stole everything from Luke. He doesn't even notice.
Real.
He's got no
Luke,
idea.
when's the first episode of Luke's listening log dropping?
I plan on dropping it. I want to do it monthly or bi-monthly. Right now, I want to get the first one out December 31st. And Jackson, if you want to recommend something for that, you haven't. Because you're not in the $5 tier.
I'm not
Why
the
were your
$5 tier.
eyes so
Yeah.
big, bro?
But,
Shit, man.
Shit.
Sometimes just gotta open the lookers, take a peek around.
But if you're not already on the Luke and a Man Patreon, that will be updated more frequently now that I'm getting back in the swing of things. And thank you guys for being patient. I know I said in my update that I wasn't going to immediately be posting a video. And I'm happy people have respected that. But yeah. Instead, I dropped
a
an
lot
EP.
of content.
Yeah.
A lot of content coming from the Good Enough Boys. I am taking a hiatus. I think I've decided from the main channel for a little bit. Yeah.
For how long?
Shrug. Just so subscribe to the Patreon because that's where all the content's gonna be.
Yeah, I have a topic. As I was talking the other day with someone, where it's like you never really know if I was talking with this Babbitt actually. You never really know if you have found your favorite artist. You know, do you guys feel like pretty confident that you found like the guy where it's like, yeah, this is it. Like this is
For
this could be
music?
it. Yeah, like obviously you're never gonna know, but do you feel pretty secure? Where it's like, I feel like I found the band or person that
I have felt pretty
represents me.
confident in C418 being my favorite musician for years now. Like I've always felt that way about 148 being my favorite album, Habitual Crush off of that album being my favorite song ever, and C418 himself being my favorite musician. Right? I will say I've had moments where it has been rivaled. Like, for example, for the longest time, I thought The Ooze by King Cruel would be my favorite album, but then I was like, nah. There was also moments where I thought Sleep by Godspeed You would be my favorite song ever. Nah. Even though it's definitely
Coney Island.
if it's
Coney
not
Island
one,
is
if it's
playground
not
of the
one,
world, they
it's
call it.
definitely 2 or 3. It's in the top 3. But no, I've had moments where I think that it's gonna change and then it just doesn't. But I think a lot of that
like
has to do
a-
with like nostalgia.
Jake.
It's like that Vsauce quote where he's like, studies show that most people in their entire life have heard their funniest joke they've ever heard at the age of 35. So
Really?
if you're under the age of 35, you have not heard the funniest joke you will ever hear. That's kind of what you just said, but with music. Like,
I still think the funniest joke. I don't know if it's the funniest joke I've ever heard, but it's a joke I think about very often. We were playing Jackbox. I've definitely said this before, but the prompt was, what is the worst thing to hear your cook say in the back of a kitchen? And the answer that someone wrote was, quote, I am Adolf Hitler. And I think that is the funniest. I laughed for 10 minutes. I laughed for 10 minutes straight. I know I say I laugh hard a lot, but
actually really funny.
I legitimately was in tears, my stomach hurt.
That's a really good bit.
I wish I had friends. I wish I could play games with
That's a
friends.
fucking really good bit, dude. But yeah,
I don't.
fuck, that's hilarious. Jake,
Yeah?
You gonna answer it?
answer the question.
Oh, I thought we were switching up. Luke started talking about something else.
No.
What was the question? I forgot.
Do you think you've have
Do you
your
think
favorite
you've
artist?
heard
Oh,
your favorite- yeah.
have I found my favorite artist? I mean, probably. Like, when I think of favorite artist, it's like someone or a group that I feel like has put out. I've been with them for a while, and I've seen them or I've listened to so much of their music. Like every single time, I'm like, damn banger, damn banger, damn banger. This album's a banger. Oh, they're coming out with a new album. Oh, this is a banger. The two that really like fuse with that are like Everything, and Young Fathers. Like those two are fucking Jiminy Crickets. Like, holy fuck. Like, oh my god, Lois. Like, dude, I'm re-listening to fucking Cocoa Sugar. And I'm like, fuck, this thing rocks. Like, goddamn, it's so fucking good, dude. W album cover, everything about it rocks. That's the wrong album, buddy.
I know,
Close
I know,
enough.
but it's just. The
Hey
song that I
Peter,
thought
my
was so
name
good.
is Quagmire.
Wow.
And Joe Swanson. And Cleveland Brown. Hey Peter, it's your son Brian.
I'm literally looking at the album right next to me. It's beautiful. Love it.
I said, wow.
Geronimo. Get on, get on, get on.
Get on. Shit is good, bro. Anyway, so are we releasing another episode in 2023, or is this
Let me look
the
at
end until
the-
award show? What's the
Well, hold
plan?
on. I gotta
'Cause
give
I'm
my
curious.
fucking answer.
Oh yeah, facts. I thought you were just
Yeah, it's Phil.
Asking.
We all knew it was Phil Elrum, guys. This is what I even asked.
dude. What if he puts out an album that's like, all right, it was made using NFTs and the album cover
Bruh.
is AI?
That would be so fucking crazy. That
That'd be
is what
awesome,
happened.
actually.
He did an album once. I feel like I've talked about this before, but he did an album. I can't remember what it's called right now. but it's like the album cover is just him next to a computer, and it's called.
Oh yes, it's Pre-Human Ideas.
Yes, Pre-Human Ideas, and it's just
Because we're
him
like,
remaking
bro,
his
that
older
album
songs
cover is a Pre-Human idea.
Dude, that is
with a
pre-human.
DAW. With a DAW,
Yeah,
and it's like it's fucking. It's
That
just
cover
not,
was a Pre-Human
it's really
idea,
not
bro.
good.
Such a good
dude. It's
diss.
really.
Dude, I remember I
W
posted
diss.
that on my Instagram story, and I said, "Wow, this may be one of my new favorite albums of all time, Pre-Human Ideas." And people believed me. People thought I was
And dude, I got
dead
so many
serious.
bitches on my dick. It was awesome.
It's
bro.
crazy
so many
because
bitches on my dick.
the Hidden Stone is one of my favorite Phil Alvarado songs ever made. It's so good. And then
what
the
we-
Pre-Human
that's what we call
Ideas
Luke in the
version
closet.
is like it's like castrating it. It's like everything that made it great is just over, dude.
Dude, that's so fucking funny. You both.
Everything that made it great is over.
What? Wait, what?
You both were saying funny things. You were talking about Pre-Human Ideas, and then you said that, which is funny in itself. And you said the Hidden Stone, and then Jake said it sounds like he said the song was about Luke being in the closet. The Hidden Stone.
The Hidden Stone.
The Hidden Stone.
Which is awesome. Nah,
Well,
man, but
everything put out a new song, The Mad Stone. I think of Luke every time I listen to it. When he gets pissed off, then
The
we
Mad
tell him
Stone,
he
I'm
doesn't edit.
That's the face I make whenever I'm the Mad Stone. I go,
That's the face I make when I
Mad
forget
Stone
to upload
2,
the
Return of the
podcast
Mad
at the
Stone.
designated time.
Mad Stone 3, Mad Stone.
Jax, we keep cutting you off. I'm so sorry. Go.
No, I was just saying that, dude, like pretty much every single Pre-Human Ideas song is like infinitely worse and more soulless than the original. I don't know why.
We're still on Pre-Human
That's
Ideas.
just the only misstep Roosevelt tape. Besides like the early tapes, like that's the only album I listened to, and I was like, ugh, dude, what do we think of this?
It literally was like, bro was just making shit.
Hey,
Bro's just making shit. Ooh.
Hey! A man has fallen on the lake
hey!
at Lego
I
City.
was just gonna do that.
Build the
That's
attack
crazy.
helicopter.
The waveforms caught my ear like a Pavlovian dog, and I caught into a Pre-Human Idea.
Caught him
Luke, are
lacking
we
on
filming any
9/11.
more in
Okay.
2023, or is this it for us?
So we are filming in 2023, hopefully on the 26th, the day after Christmas. Hopefully.
Is that for the
recorded that.
award show, or?
That is just for another episode.
Okay, so this isn't the last episode. What?
This
All
is
right, yeah,
this
'cause
is
I
this is the final episode of
Coming
2023.
out in 2023.
Yes.
I was gonna say, I'm
However,
like,
it is not
should we
the,
do,
it is
uh,
not the final episode of the podcast. Of this season. This season.
Ever, period.
Because-
I was
because-
gonna say,
because
should
if
we
we're-
talk about like 2024 aspirations, or should we wait till next?
Oh,
week?
I thought you were gonna say like a top 10
well,
of the year.
should we save that for the because technically the next episode is dropping on New Year's Day.
It is 2024.
Should we save
yeah,
that
so-
Should we save that for the next episode?
How long have we been going?
An hour 4.
How about
Wait,
since
hold on, because
2023?
sorry, I just cut you off. God.
No, go. Because I'm just.
I was just gonna
talking
say, just 'cause I'm thinking about it, I kind of do want to hear everyone's like top. I mean, if I'm sure,
Let's do it now.
I was,
Let's do it now,
you know,
'cause we'll
Jackson. I
forget,
was
'cause
literally
we'll
gonna say,
forget.
how about we do our top instead of top 10? Too much pressure. How about top 5 of
Yeah,
2023?
cool.
aspirations.
And this is subject to change when I listen to more.
No,
more
aspirations
music, by the
next
way.
week. 2023 albums this today now.
Yeah.
albums.
second. Yes.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh shit. Travis Scott's Utopia. Every single position. Travis Scott's Utopia. There it is. There was an eyelash.
Oh my god.
Gosh.
If I had to do a top 5, unofficial top 5, because I don't really rank albums that much anymore.
Here, you know what? I'll go as you guys get ready because I already have everything.
I
ready,
have mine in
so-
front of me as well.
All right. If you want to hear me go into more depth of it, on my Patreon, I have like the full video of my top 10 albums of 2023. I have top 5 singles and I have honorable mentions. And if you want to check it out, it's not just Patreon. It's not paywalled. On January 1st, it will be live for the free members. So if you're a freeloader, you could just go there and you could watch that and see it on January 1st. It's out right now for all the other patrons, but I'll give you guys a little snippet for my top 5 of 2023. Number 5, we got James Blake playing Robots in Heaven. Great record.
Oh yeah.
Number 4, Jessica Mafia and Danny Brown, Scaring the Hose. You had to feel it was going to appear on here somewhere, right? Number 3, Travis Scott, Utopia, a banger. I don't care what the fuck these guys say. Number 3, Utopia. If it wasn't such a banger year for music, it'd probably be higher, if I'm being completely honest. Number 2, Skinny Palembe, Hardly the Same Snake. Fucking love that album, and Jackson still needs to listen to it because I guarantee he did not, or did he?
No, I haven't had a chance yet.
Okay, you gotta listen to that one because that is my number 2 because would have been number 1 again, but heavy competition. Young Fathers, pun definitely intended. Heavy, number 1 of the year. Love that fucking record.
That checks.
Heavy, banger. That's my list.
Sure.
It's the official list. If you want to hear me go into more detail, you can check out the Patreon. If you don't want to pay the $5, I don't think that's too much of a price tag. You can watch it and then wait. January 1st, 2024 is when the video will go out to all free members. Baby.
Hell yeah, dude.
Plug over.
Yeah, so for number 5, very, very, almost on par with the other album this person released this year. God, will Billy Woods ever stop being the coolest motherfucker you've ever heard? Probably not. Some of the best bars of the year on this thing, genuinely. I think
Henry
this
Kissinger,
record,
my album's only feature.
dude, crazy. I mean,
Crazy timing,
dude,
right?
Caught him lacking on 9/11. Dude, come on. It's gonna be Billy Woods and Kenny Segal with Maps. Arm & Hammer was very, very close, but didn't quite make the cut. Number 4, obviously, I got a few shares here on Jake's list. It's gonna be Heavy, Young Fathers. Great record.
I will take it, dude. I'll
Beautiful
take
sound,
it, bro.
dude. It's only grown on me. It started lower on my list, but man, every time I come back to it, I find another thing to love about it. Number 3, JPEG Mafia and Daddy Brown, Scaring the Hose. I mean, come on, the production on this is unreal. There is no album that sounds like this album. I think it's wholly unique. And yeah, I can't wait to see what they do next. Although I wasn't a big fan of the DLC pack they released, so I'm hoping that's an improvement from that. Number 2, guys, you knew it was coming. It's Black Country New Road, live from Bush Hall. God, will they ever stop winning?
Who knows? I'm seeing him
Serious
live
question.
in April.
Winning.
That's crazy. I'm thinking getting tickets because they just announced another tour near us. I might get tickets, but I'm going to see Idols and I'm going to see Swans. So
Nice.
I'm kind of low on money right now. Last but not least, number 1,
Utopia.
The Lamb is Effigy by Sprain.
Ah!
Sonic, like, again, talk about unique. I think that sonically this thing is a masterpiece. Lyrically, I mean, every line sticks with you and hits you in the face like a fucking hammer. I love this record. So sad to see these guys end so soon. I hope they're all on good terms, although it doesn't seem so. Yeah, great record. Great. Great 5
None
albums.
to speak of whatsoever.
Everyone, here's the only top 5 that matters. The Luke top 5 of the year. The unofficial, because I don't rank shit.
The only
but,
5 albums Luke listens
But
to.
if I did rank shit, this is my top 5.
The 5 of them.
Number five, I'm gonna have to go with Space Heavy by King Cruel. I think this is a great release from King Cruel. I'm biased. I love this guy's music already. I think it's already great. However, I think compared to his other releases, slightly disappointed, but it was still a great release. You know, had a lot of great singles on it. I love Seaforth. I love, Pink Shell. I kind of shit on it a few episodes ago. I fuck with Pink Shell.
Whoa.
There's, oh man, I'm gonna look at the track list right now because it's good. It's a good fucking album.
Good record.
Yeah, it's a good record. I fucking love the songs. The whole stretch from Tortoise of Independency all the way to Flimsy, like the Empty Stomach Space Cadet in the middle, like banger. Seagirl, Space Heavy, If Only It Was Warmth, Wind Vanishing, Wednesday Overcast, like just great songs. It's a great consistent release. There are a few songs I'm not that crazy about, but overall I really like it. The 4th spot, an album I was not expecting to love as much, probably one of my most played records of the year, honestly. Honestly, all of these records were some of my most played, but something I did not expect to love that much was the Lemon Twigs with Everything Harmony. This is some pop rock, some soft rock. Sounds like very Beatles inspired, very 60s, very 70s. This shit
Call
is
it flaccid rock.
This shit is awesome. Flaccid rock, if
That's what
you
I call
will.
my penis.
This shit is awesome. Great songwriters. They know how to write a hook. They know how to structure a song so well. It's just satisfying. It's fun. Check it out if you haven't. They're really good. And they were Fantano's most listened to artist and album of the year. So, fun fact for you there.
So it has to be good.
If you're a Fantano head, yeah. If you only listen to whatever that guy listens to, check it out. Because statistically, he listens to it the most. Number 3, Yo La Tengo with This Stupid World. An album that I didn't return to that much on re-release. or re-listens, but every time I turn it on, I'm like, damn, this is that good shit. Yalla Tango.
Just that good shit.
Yalla Tango are deep into their career and they're still releasing some of their best albums. And I think that's damn awesome, man. I think that's really cool. Number 2, probably honestly my most listened to album of the year. Probably. Ooh Rap Ya by George Clanton. This shit is a banger.
That was my number 6.
Literally
honestly, I thought that was gonna be number 1. Bro.
Literally every single fucking song on this album bangs. Every single one is awesome. The only one, I actually raised my rating. It originally was an 8 out of 10, raised it to a 9 because I finally grew on Fuck Up My Life. Finally grew on that song.
Dude, there is no shot you did not like that song.
You had
that
to
song
grow
rocks.
on Fuck Up My Life?
I liked it, but I liked it the least out of every single.
I love that song.
But that was crazy. But it grew on me, and I was like, holy fuck, every song on this officially bangs. Like, love that album. And guys, you're both gonna hate on me. Probably my favorite album of the year.
For all the dogs.
Yeah, for all the dogs. Yeah. Shame, Food for Worms. It is my favorite album of the whole year, and these fuckers don't like it because it's just some normal ass post-punk. Okay?
No, it's okay. All the people,
I didn't
again,
listen to it,
was
actually.
in my top 5 most listened to songs of the year on Spotify Wrapped. The rest of the album In one ear, not
is
the other.
awesome. So many fucking great songs on this. Fingers of Steel, Six Pack is insane. Yankees is really good. Fucking Adderall, like, oh my god. Every song on this is The Fall of Paul. Oh my fucking god.
Is that actually a song title?
Yeah, you guys fucking forgot it because you haven't heard it in forever.
No, I forgot it
I haven't
because it was
listened to
forgettable.
it. I've never
Just
listened to the album.
Re-listen to it, Jackson. And Jake, you said you never listened to it. So
Man,
please.
if only there was a service where you can force me to listen to an album.
Well, are you still taking? Can you just? I will put it right now.
Depends on. Oh, you're killing me, dude. I was gonna record it tonight. You fucking.
Okay, then never mind.
All right. Guess I just never listened to it.
I guess you won't, unless you
All the
just
People
want to.
is a phenomenal song. It just
And the
sucks
rest of
that
the- and
Shame
the rest
can't
of the
seem-
album is phenomenal.
Shame cannot seem to escape the fate of having one phenomenal song on all their records and forgettable shit on all the rest.
Guys, don't listen to what these guys say. People on the Patreon agree with me. Shout out to Jish. Jish fucking loves this album, and so do I. It's fucking awesome.
Other people agree with my opinion, so it's correct.
I'm just saying, I didn't scream and
Can you tell
yell.
us
I
episode
didn't
The Fall
scream
of
and
Paul?
yell when Sprain was Jackson's #1 album, even though I thought that album was a 6 out of 10. I didn't say shit.
Oh, boo-hoo. Boo fucking who. At least Shame's
Boo
still
fucking
making
who?
music, you
I didn't
fuck.
say shit.
This is all I
during
get.
your top five.
Shame isn't
I
even
didn't
fucking
say
around
shit
to
during
defend
your top
themselves
five.
anymore.
And you fucking scream and cry whenever I say I actually like an album where the white guy doesn't fucking yell about how fucking depressed he is every single minute.
Oh, there's enough white people yelling on Shame records. Thank you very much.
Yeah, one guy.
There's one.
But hey, they have slower songs too, like Orchid.
I'm about to fucking freak out on this guy.
This album is incredible. Best album of the year. Shame. You guys blew it out of the park. I loved Drunk
Fair
Tank
enough.
Pink. I loved Drunk Tank Pink, and I didn't think they could top it, and they did.
Fair enough. And isn't that what Christmas is all about, guys? Sharing opinions, even though they might not be always aligned. Sharing your favorite musical albums with the people you care about most. Is that not what Christmas is all about?
And I
really?
agree, Jake. I honestly think we should all just go around and what, Jackson? What, you were reacting?
No, sorry, no. You're on my end. Your mouth was ahead of your voice for a second. and it
Well,
was
I'm
freaking
just
me out.
saying, Jake's right. You know, Christmas is about accepting others and spreading cheer, spreading opinions, and being happy about it. So, do any of you guys have just a take or anything that can spread some Christmas cheer?
Yeah, I got one.
I agree.
Bro, you gotta cut that. You gotta cut that.